Hey guys, I just want to encourage you at this hour to let you know that sometimes it's the best thing for you to just sit in silence, to escape from the noise and to sit in silence. It's something beautiful and magical that happens when you can just clear your mind with no noise, where you can try to talk to God, where you can really try to figure some stuff out. I'm the kind of person that I do well in noise, but I do even better in quiet. Phone off, TV off, somewhere really maybe on the couch or at the park or somewhere near the water, and just knowing how to tap in to my thoughts and allowing God to speak back to me. So I want to encourage you today that if you're finding yourself being a little double-minded, or like you're kind of going back and forth, you really don't know what to do, what decisions to make, I really encourage you to go somewhere and sit in silence. Now, one thing about sitting in silence is if you don't have any sense of peace, if you have no sense of peace, it's very hard to sit in silence. It is very hard to sit in your own silence when you have no peace. Why? Because that's where that's where your mind is the most vulnerable, in silence. So if you aren't at peace with yourself, if you're not at peace with God, then sitting in silence can be a very scary thing. I've been scared myself sometimes sitting in my own thoughts, because it makes you have to ponder. It makes you have to really sit back and you feel like you always got to have a radio on. You always got to have some music. You feel like you always got to have a TV on. You feel like you always got to be talking, or you always got to be around chit chat. You always got to be around noise. If that's you, then sitting in silence is very difficult for you. So you really need to do some self-assessment and ask yourself, can I appreciate quiet? Am I at peace with myself and with God to be able to sit and to meditate and to really try to understand what He's saying to me? And if your answer is yes, then you're at a good start. But if your answer is no, you can ask God to help you come to some level of peace so that you can begin to appreciate the silence and make sense of what's going on in your mind, in your heart, and in your life. Listen, besides me being a minister of the gospel, I'm also a branding therapist. I help people with their business goals as well as their personal and life goals. So if you're a person who is seeking clarity, seeking peace in your business, if you're a person seeking clarity or seeking peace in your personal life and your personal endeavors, go ahead and schedule a clarity call with me. I would love to help bring some clarity, bring some sense of peace, help you bring yourself down to some level of quietness. You don't have to do this alone. It's people that God has placed in the earth to help assist with our daily struggles and with our situations. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.